You are unconsciously selling your soul, and you're not even happy. And you have a runny stomach right now, and your microwave is dirty, and your toilet is dirty because you were shitting bricks. You have a problem. Do you understand what I mean? The only thing that will ever fill that void, is God. Drop the mic.
Recognize something. You know whose house this is? This is Cardi B's house, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody who came from the slums of New York. And guess what? Cardi B doesn't even want this house anymore. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me houses do not bring internal joy. That tells me cars do not bring internal joy. That tells me money does not bring internal joy. Because you see, Cardi was once somebody that was also in your shoes, asking herself, what can I do to get a house like that? Now she finally has a house like that and realizes it's not what she expected. Do you know why? Because money is only a temporary fix to the void in your soul.
I'm the cowboy. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet, wet, wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your cancer pressure.
Vault unlocked. Make yourself a non-alcoholic something. Try it out. You might just like it, right? Quite cheese. You've been drinking too much. You really have. And the crazy thing is, also, are you okay? Is your stomach fine? For sure. Anyway, um, peep game. Don't forget, nothing material, nothing that is materialistic on this earth will ever fulfill you. I promise you that. That's a fact. Not apparent, and it is not alleged. Nothing materialistic will ever fulfill you today, tomorrow, and in years to come. You will always be chasing that high of the next best thing so that you can impress everybody else. Because if you actually really think about it, you don't actually really care that much about that shit. You don't. You really don't. You actually want simplicity, peace. You want to become more patient. You want to actually have meaningful relationships, meaningful conversations. You want to actually be in spaces that are meaningful and that are actually going to impact your life positively or help you grow spiritually, mentally, financially, everything a Kali. That's what you actually want. But you're living in this mass hysteria, this communal mental situation. Maybe you need to get checked out. Because why do you do the things you do? Why are you doing that, Vel? Why do you do things to please other people, and yet at the end of the day you're sitting there by yourself and you're not even pleased, and then you're hungover, and your microwave is dirty, and it probably the whole of this festive season you have been you've been shitting bricks because you've been at it. Kabujala. Your skin is dry. Your skin is even dry. But because you want to participate and fit in with everybody else, you just go with the flow, with where the wind is blowing you. Because you're so scared of people's opinions. Because everybody's so sensitive. Everybody is so against truth, reality, the real reality, the real world. The one where your five senses are activated. You have a problem. You have to fix that problem because you're going into 2025. You don't even please yourself. Some of you, you're in debt right now. Some of you, excuse me, some of you blew your bonus money because you wanted to fit in and be like everybody else and make sure that you could be like, I'm showing up, I'm showing out. For who? You're gonna be stressed in January and don't call us. Don't do it. Cause we're chilling the rest of 2025. What's your problem? You have a problem. It's giving mental illness. It's giving, are you okay? Why are you doing this? You need to ask yourself that question. You need to love yourself. You need to be okay. You actually need to be okay. Oh, sharp. I say that to say that, guys, I'm making roasted chicken and this fly is. I say that to say this. Nothing material will ever fill you. And when you start to see, this is not the first time, when you start to see celebrities not wanting their material things that they worked so hard for, that they flex on you about or with, then you know. Then you know. For me, it only takes one person to be on some, I actually don't want all these things, all these millions, all these houses, all these cars. For me to know that that shit is not going to fill you up. But I already knew that. But it takes one person. Just like how it takes one person to detransition. I identify as this, I identify as that. It takes one person for me to believe that Koninto off, Koninto wrong. You're dripped out. You're drinking expensive bottles. Mara, January is coming and you're gonna be calling us for assistance. How? I can't help you. I saw your posts. You were having a good old time. And I was straight up chilling. I'm not mad at you. They have a good old time. Because that's your version of a good old time. It's not mine. That's not my reality. Right? Material things are not going to fill you up. The only thing that will ever fill that void, is God. Drop the mic. Your peace of mind. Stop being so accessible to everyone all the time. You are unconsciously selling your soul. And you're not even happy. And you have a runny stomach right now. And your microwave is dirty. And your toilet is dirty. Because you were shitting bricks. You have a problem. Do you understand what I mean? Material goods will not fill you up. That same Hermes bag. Okay, maybe not Hermes. I don't know much about Hermes. But that same Gucci bag. The original that you bought for thousands and thousands of rands or dollars. Do you know that it was made in the same exact factory as the dupe? Only difference was they made it at different hours. The dupe was made in the crooked hours. And the original was made at daylight. Facts, do your research. Material things will not fulfill you. Peep game.
Let me show y'all something real quick. Look at this house. Beautiful house, magnificent house, huge house. Now, many of you may think, I wish this was my house. And some of you may even think, what do I have to do to get a house like this? But I want you guys to see something. Better yet, I want you guys to recognize something. You know whose house this is? This is Cardi B's house, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody who came from the slums of New York. And guess what? Cardi B doesn't even want this house anymore. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me houses do not bring eternal joy. That tells me cars do not bring eternal joy. That tells me money does not bring eternal joy. Because you see, Cardi was once somebody that was also in your shoes, asking herself, what can I do to get a house like that? Now she finally has a house like that and realizes it's not what she expected. Do you know why? Because money is only a temporary fix to the void in your soul. Let me read something for you real quick. John 8:36. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. So guys, money may bring freedom in the physical. Money may bring freedom for the avatar temporarily, but money does not bring freedom to the soul. And the soul is way more valuable than the physical. How do I know that? Well, you tell me. What hurts more, when you fall and scrape your arm or when you get a broken heart? If you have had a broken heart from a past relationship, then you know exactly how dangerous a broken heart can be. In fact, there is nothing in the physical that hurts more than internal hurt. Why do you think it says in Matthew 10:28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy the soul and the body in hell? Because the Lord also knows that this hurt is temporary, but this hurt is eternal. It's more powerful than we even think. That's why when your body gets hurt, it's temporary hurt, because it's carnality hurt. But when you have a broken heart, sometimes that can last years, because it's spiritual hurt. I say all that to say this, brothers and sisters. Stop worrying so much about what's happening on the outside and start worrying about what's happening in the inside. Because no matter how much you clean the outside of a container, if you don't clean the inside of that container will stay dirty. Seek ye the kingdom first. Allow God to clean the inside. Hallelujah. Stop worrying about the temporary things that these celebrities show you and start worrying about the eternal things that only God can show you. God bless.